Hi there, welcome back. So part three, I suppose, on this calculator paper for the core common entrance exam. Question 14. Yumi has 4 more conkers than Eddie. So I'm going to say that Eddie has got X conkers and Yumi, just Y, equals X plus 5. Akira has got twice as many as Yumi. So that's 2 lots of X plus 5. Altogether, the 3 children have 59 conkers. How many does Eddie have? So we're going to solve for x. So x plus 5 plus 2x plus 5 equals 59. So first thing we'll do is we'll expand this bracket, which is 2x plus 10. And then just to save me writing everything out again, we'll just collect from here. So x, and 2x makes 4x, and then 5 and 10 are 15. We then subtract that 15 from both sides, giving us 44, and then x equals 11. So Eddie has 11. Okay, that's done. Question 15. Find that. Oh, show you're working clearly when you're taking your readings. So let me just get my graph out, see what I did. So you have to draw a lot of lines here. Find the temperature after 150 seconds. So what we're going to want is a line from 150 up to your thing, and you'll draw this perfectly. My line's not gone on to 150. It's decided it doesn't want to do that. Oh, and it's moving all block like. I should just. I'm going to get rid of it. But that's what you do. You draw your line up from 150, that nice bold line, and it hits it just below that grid line, and we're just below 32. So I'd have gone 31.5, but you get plus or minus 0.5. So as long as you're there or thereabouts, you'll be okay. But 31.5 is what we're looking for. Okay, find the time in minutes and seconds the water takes to reach 38 degrees. So at 38 degrees, you're going to draw your line. This is actually easier for me. You must use pencil and ruler when you're doing this. So I hit the line kind of there. That's one after the bold line. And then we've got, so that's 300 to 400 seconds. That'd be 350. So I've got 310. 310 seconds. And then on that in minutes, so that's 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So 5 minutes and 10 seconds. And again, you're going to get plus or minus 10 seconds on that reading. Okay, what am I doing now? Describe what happens to the temperature of the water over time shown. So it's increase in temperature continues at a slower rate until it hits 40 degrees OC, 40, where it then remains constant. Okay, super. 16. Oh my god, I found 16 really challenging, and to talk you through it is going to be interesting, but we'll give it a go. So the first thing you've got to put into this digit, into this box, the numbers 1 to 9. Each number shown is the product. So there's a little trick here, and it starts off, where do you even start with that? So 108 and 180. If the digits add up to 9, then this is the number will be divisible by 9. And therefore, because these are the only numbers that have the digits that sum to 9 or even to 18, that means that this one is divisible by 9. So that's that start point. Okay, the next thing to do, my goodness, I don't know where I went from here. I found it so hard. This was like the last one I did. Okay, yeah. So also in here we've got 120 and we've got 180. Now they can only be made by, or numbers can only be made that end in 0 if it's in the 10 or the 5 times table. And therefore 5 has got to go in there. Finally, to work out this bit here, we need to do 9 times by 5 is 45. And then if we times that by 4, it gets us to 180. So 4 goes into there. So pretty good, I thought. Then I needed to start doing a bit more maths. So broke a few numbers down into product to prime factors, and this is something I'll write down onto the calculator. So, for example, 48. if you do 48 and then you hit equals, it's on the answer line. And then if you hit shift and then this button, which is like your time button, but it's called fact on that shift bit, it'll break the number into a product of its primes for you. So 48 is 2 to the 4 times by 3. And I started to do that with these numbers, except before I go any further, 108 divided by 9 is 12. So in here, I need two numbers that multiply to make 12 to get to 108. So 12 can be 6 times 2, or it can be 3 times 4. And I've already used the 4. Could be 12 times 1, but that's too big. That means that 6 times 2 has got to go in here somewhere. 42 won't divide by 6. 6 has to go into there, and then 2 can go into there. So that's that next step. Now, 48 divided by 6 gives us 8. How can I make 8? Well, 8 is either 2 times by 4, or it's 1 times by 8. So 1 times by 8 looks pretty good. Which way round do we do that, though? 28 doesn't divide by 8, so it can't go in there. So 8 and then 1. Finally, 28 divided by 4 gives us 7 remaining, so I'm happy with that. 120 divided by 8 divided by 5 gives us 3 left over, and we're there, and all of those numbers add up. If I'm honest with you, please, please, please leave this one to last if you find it difficult, because it's all about being strategic. There might be some, well, actually there is. I think there's easy marks for question 18 when you get there. So don't waste your time on the ones that you might not be able to do. Right, question 17. How many triangles are found in a shape? So please pause the video and answer it. Then I'm going to put the answer on the top right, and I'll show you where I got them. Okay, so we've got 14. Now there's 6 inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the first 6. Next up is there's 2 at the bottom. And you're going to have to draw these diagrams as well. So you have to sort of sketch it out. So there's 1 and then 2 in there. Next bit. So we've got 5 from the middle 3, I've called that. So 1 like that. 2, 3. Oh, I feel as I might repeat myself here. Goodness me, I've lost it. I've forgotten which ones I've shown you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in there. I guess I sort of started to look at where's the base. There's a base there. 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 So it does work. I promise. And then finally, that big one there. So one big, and that's where the 14 are. Right, team. Last question, question 18. Let me do a time check. Should be fine. We should be well in here. Well in. 6 minutes to go. So look at these square numbers. Look at these expressions. Right, similar expressions related for the next 2 square numbers. So 6. It goes 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have times by 9, times by 10, and then that will give us 63 and 80. And they're all 1 below that square number. Use this idea to show how you could easily work out 49 times 51. So this is actually 4 squared, and we've gone 1 up, 1 down. 5 squared, 1 up, 1 down. 6 squared, 1 up, 1 down. So that means that 50 squared is going to be very close to this answer. So 50 times by 50, I don't need to work that out because we're on the calculator paper. That gives us 2,500. And then we just need to subtract 1 from it, which is that pattern, which gives us 2,499. And if you see that pattern, you can tell that this is an easier mark for you to get than that previous one. Okay, look at these expressions and compare them to square numbers. So that's kind of 4 squared minus 4. This is 5 squared minus 4, 6 squared minus 4, 7 squared minus 4. That means that that's going to be 300 squared minus 4 for this one. Again, put that in the calculator. Oh, show how you do it without a calculator. Well, yeah, I can use the calculator though to actually work it out. That's not a problem. Don't give me a calculator paper and tell me I can't use it. Take away the 4, 8, 9, 9, 9, 6. And that, everybody, is the paper completed. I hope you found this useful. Please join me again in the future because I'm going to try and get the additional paper done as well. But that's it for me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.